Hey everybody, welcome to our second video here in our Bootstrap series. Right now I'm at Get Bootstrap. I have our starter template up. I'm going to go ahead and actually I copied it. I don't really need to copy it because what we're going to do is we're going to start with the file that we did last time about cards. I'm just going to go ahead and maximize, expand all of our code here. And the thing we're going to talk about today is going to be our colors and how we use some of the colors to add things to our Bootstrap without doing too much effort here. So on Get Bootstrap, where we're going to go first is we're going to go to Components. And this alert right here is a really good example of how you can use different colors. So you can see some of the different colors you can use: primary, secondary, success, danger, warning, info, light, dark. All those are different colors that you can use. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into our cards that we created, and card header we're going to start with here, and we're just going to put a space. What you can do is you can add multiple classes in the class attribute here, and what we're going to do is we're going to say bg-dark, and if we go in and we go to our preview and we refresh the very top of our page, we see that bg dark gives us this result. Now, obviously, we can't have that text color with that background color, so we can add one additional attribute, text-white. I think is probably a good way to go. And that right there is definitely a much nicer look. So if we go to the next one, in our deck here of cards, oh, apparently I didn't expand everything. My fault. Our second card right here for card header, we'll try BG info. So with the info background, BG stands for background. Info is this color right here. So if we want to go BG info, text-light, then what you should get is kind of a grayish text, which is very similar to the white, just a slightly different shade of white, with our info background. So the other one we're going to do, we'll do BG warning. So if we go to our card header again, BG-warning, then we should get that yellow color. And then we can just go ahead and do a text-light for that as well. And that should probably work out just fine. Not my favorite, but what can you do? And you can do that for definitely any portion. So for our first one, if we go back for the body, maybe. So our very first card here, where we have BG dark, card body, we can add BG light. And for card footer, we can add BG dark and text-white. And we can have a substantially different looking card than we started with right there. And you can do that for any different section, header, body, footer, whatever you want to do. You can even go, if you feel so inclined, up to the body. And We'll use BG Danger. And you can go and change the background of the whole document to a red like that if you really wanted to. That's pretty terrible. I'm not going to keep that. We'll just go with maybe BG Light. And that's probably going to do a little bit better job. And it works out, I think, just fine. So one of the other things you can do if you want to add your own color, if we go down, I'm going to minimize with the little minus. I'm going to minimize our first card deck and go to our second one. So for our card body right here, if you want to add your own background color, this is one of the downsides to Bootstrap. It doesn't work great if you do it in CSS. You have to add the style equals. And if we add our background color here, and let's say we want dark red, let's just actually use a darker fire brick. Then you can change the card's color with that. Also, you can, in this style attribute, you can change any CSS property, and with the Bootstrap, sometimes it is difficult to change things because their CSS is kind of a bully sometimes. So you have to add it in the style tags to make sure that it works out. But that's how you would use color in Bootstrap. And you can use all these different colors as an option. And just kind of play with it, see what you like. Or you can choose your own as well. Either way is just fine. So that's Bootstrap color. Stay tuned for our next episode coming up shortly.